What's going on, everybody? We finna get ready to get the show going and everything. Thank y'all for sticking with me. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the Tennessee Titans. I know we didn't. I really didn't get to do a post game in regards to Pittsburgh, but we all know what happened. It was a good effort by Will Levis and the team, but we did fall short. We're definitely gonna, go. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go into the game against the Buccaneers. But of course, as you see on the graphic, the big news of it is Will Levis named the starting quarterback. We're definitely going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about there are some rumors out from Boston that's saying that they could be targeting Mike Vrabel as their next head coach if they decide to move on from Bill Belichick. And then, of course, we're going to get into the Titans Bucs. So we're definitely going to go into all of that. And we're going to talk about all of that and more. So we're going to get this show started and get it going in less than 60 seconds.
Hope you can still go. I never ran, sitting on, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your
Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody? Good evening, Titan Nation. How's everybody doing? Welcome into TNT tonight. I'm your host, Chris, aka Blue Enforcer, and we're gonna have a very good episode on this evening. Excuse me. Feels like I'm a little off right now. But thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And we're definitely going to have a very good show for you on this evening. We're definitely going to be talking Titans Bucs. We're definitely going to talk about the Vrabel rumor that was reported out of the Boston Globe and also by Patriots beat writer Ben Volin and everything. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And we're going to get into that and so much more. So we're definitely going to go into all of that. But also, I just want everybody to make sure, do go ahead and share this show out, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitter X. Definitely go ahead and make sure you share that show out and then let everybody know they can come in and get the very best content of Tennessee Titans coverage right here on Titans and Truth here on TNT tonight. So I definitely do appreciate everybody coming on in. It was, today I've been kind of on an adrenaline high today because I don't know if some of y'all saw one of my Facebook posts on my personal page, but it was definitely something special that happened today that something that I will probably never forget. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been struggling a little bit today, but I thank everybody for coming in to the show. We're definitely going to get everything started. And also, again, make sure all of y'all go ahead and go ahead and follow on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts as well. Definitely make sure y'all follow that. So then that way, if you're not able to hear the whole broadcast, you can go back and listen to it and let me know what you think. Give me a rating there. Also, make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in and watch the show. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Definitely hit that and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit all under your notifications so that way you will know every time I do go live. So definitely hit that up as well. But the big news of the day coming out of Nashville yesterday, the breaking news, of course, Mike Vrabel comes out and names Will Levis the starting quarterback going forward, and then Ryan Tannehill will serve as the backup. And so that was Mike Vrabel's decision, definitely going forward. And I definitely like this decision. I think it was the what was crazy is that that my post got up on Titans Wire, and I'm actually gonna try to see if I can show it. Um, and yeah, it was there, and so um it was basically saying, you know, how I reacted to it and everything. I'm actually pulling up the pulling it up right now. So basically I gave my thoughts on Will Levis being the starting quarterback. And so I'm gonna let y'all see it. And in that way, okay, there y'all go. So y'all are able to see it. Of course, y'all this is reacting to Will Levis being starting quarterback. And we got Titans Rossi, of course, had his comments show up. But lo and behold, I'm trying to scroll down a little bit further. Oh, excuse me. Got me all the way to the bottom. But it's there were a lot of comments that came through there. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get mine. But I was my comments showed up. I'm just trying to find it, so it's just taking me a minute. I appreciate it, but basically, I said it was the only decision. It was the correct decision, and it was the only logical decision to make. And it would have made no sense to stick with Ryan Tannehill in that situation. So they probably had so many, mine might have gotten taken off. But Will Levis named the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans. And and here it is. There I go. And there I am. I said basically that it was the right choice, the easy choice, the only choice. And I, of course, even though I haven't forgiven Ryan Tannehill for the Bengals game, I definitely will give Ryan Tannehill all the respect in the world for everything that he did for this franchise. He helped save this franchise, and I definitely give appreciation for what he did. So that was my post that made it on Titans Wire about Will Levis being named the starter. I just thought that was the correct decision. That was the only decision that needed to be made. And now we go forward with Will Levis as the quarterback, and of course with Ryan Tannehill is the backup. So let's see. I know Lou Man and Adrian got in here first. Um, let's see. Of course, we got everybody coming on in here, and I appreciate everything. Adrian says, is Will Levis just a younger Ryan Tannehill? Should Levis continue to start with O-line in such bad shape? I mean, again, that's how you find out is you got to let him play. And I see we got DO9, we got Brandon. I know we got Lou Man, Titan Fox, DO9 up in here. So, quite a few good people are up in here. We got Mailman 8 said, don't jinx it. Levis is tough and hopefully uses mobility to get first downs. That's what I'm hoping for. Adrian said, look, I'm in Boston. I haven't seen anything about Vrabel becoming the next Pats head coach, just rumor. And no, what I said was that Ben Volen, beat writer for the Patriots, and it was in the Boston Globe, I believe, Tuesday. It was either Monday or Tuesday that, according to a couple of sources in the building, that Mike Vrabel is the top guy. That Mike Vrabel is the home run hire for Robert Kraft, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But I want to get everybody's thoughts on Will Levis being named the starting quarterback. What does everybody think about that? Are you good with it? Are you not good with it? I would think most of you are good with it and everything. So let me know y'all thoughts on that. How y'all feeling on the Titans naming Will Levis the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans? I thought it was, again, the correct move. And it was the only move that you really could make in that situation, and that is Will Levis starting um, and everything. So I just thought it made sense. I just thought it was I thought it was just a good idea, and just not delay the inevitable and everything. But I thought it was a good thing. So I'm actually just glad that I'm just glad that that was able to be done, and now we can focus solely on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Will Levis as the starting quarterback going forward. And now he can build, and he can build, get himself better, and who knows, they're talking about CJ Stroud, as the MVP offensive rookie of the year. This is something Will Levis could kind of get in that race a little bit, depending on how the rest of the season tends to go. So let's see. Brandon says, ball going deep. He's legit. Spin the ball around, let it rip. And Lou Man, of course, was talking about Tannehill not being ready yet. And that was something that was said earlier today by Ryan Tannehill. It definitely sounded like a press conference where it was like, it was like, you know, like a funeral of sorts. Like, it just felt awful. Um, it just felt awful. Seeing that, it just sounded like, somebody lost a puppy, or, you know, lost a family member, the way it sounded with Ryan Tannehill, because I think he understands. I think he understands, what happened. And he understands that, being a professional, that this was probably going to be the case anyway, and it'd rather happen sooner rather than later. And that this happens sooner rather than later. Um, and I mean, it was time for that to happen. And so I know Ryan Tannehill probably not the most happy about it, but he definitely has shown that he's gonna be, a pro's pro. He's gonna support He's going to support Will Levis. He's definitely going to try to be there for him and everything. Of course, MHVR says quarterback one. LaShawn says, I'm good with it. What are they going to do with Willis? And that is another good question. Wish Levis had better weapons. AZ Mix says, great decision. C-Dubs on board with it 100%. He's the best option right now from Jackie. Let's see. CW says fuel him through his career. J at 75. Levis got a cannon for an arm, can launch the deep ball. Adrian says he feels like it's like the Jeff Fisher, Vince Young situation. The coach's hand was kind of forced. And I mean, I would probably say in a way it did kind of sound like that. Like Vrabel didn't seem too happy to do that. It sounded like he really wanted to go back to Tannehill pretty badly, but I mean, he kept saying that he's trying to do what's in the best interest of the football team, and what's in the best interest of the football team is Will Levis at quarterback. Is Will Levis starting at quarterback? He is, in the best interest of the team, the best way to win is Will Levis and not Ryan Tannehill. And so that's what we had to deal with. So I mean, may not like it, but I'm all for it. I am 100% for it. Let's see. Type 5 says this was for you. If Levis looks good behind this terrible offensive line and one good receiver, what do you think he looked like with more protection and weapons? And that would be the key going forward next season is he needs better protection. He needs more weapons. And I heard some people say it, Jared and some others say it. Finally, can we get some damn speed on the outside? Could we finally get that? We need some speed for Levis to throw to because Levis got a cannon of an arm. If you got a guy that can just speed past somebody and Levis can just throw it up and get that guy, it would be absolutely incredible. So Will Levis being named the starter, absolutely the correct decision, the easy decision, the right decision, and I'm glad they made it. But the next thing I wanted to talk about was, of course, the Boston Globe article that we were just alluding to, and of course, Adrian Martin, I know my frat brother, is up there in the Boston area. He was saying he hadn't heard about it. Again, this was something that was in the Boston Globe, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday. No, it was actually this weekend that was coming out. Was that and it was reported that that Robert Kraft, that there are some sources within the Patriots that says Robert Kraft believes that Mike Vrabel could be the home run hire if they decide to move on from Bill Belichick as head coach. Now, of course, that would mean that it would have to be a trade. A trade would have to happen in order for that to go. And of course, there's a lot of speculation in regards to that as far as would that actually happen? Would they actually even consider that? Or would the Titans even consider it? Or would the Patriots even do it? I think if the Patriots really want Vrabel that bad as head coach, the Tennessee Titans should definitely consider that if that is even an option. If that is an option, I would at least consider that, but it would depend on what the compensation would be. And that would, of course, would happen after this season is over. If I would say this, if the Patriots came calling, if Robert Kraft called Amy Adams Strunk and Rand Carthon saying, hey, we want Mike Vrabel as our next head coach, we would like to trade for him. Here is what I would say, and I'm with a lot of people. I'm with A to Z Sports. I'm with Jared. A first-round pick is the very bare minimum. If a first round pick is, if the Patriots' first round pick, which right now would be number 5, and the Titans would be picking 9th. So if it's not where we're picking 5th and 9th in this upcoming draft, a first round pick is the bare minimum. If that's not in the discussion, if that's not part of the trade, there is no discussion to be had. If that is the case. Now, again, this is just a rumor, just talk. There's nothing that says it's actually going to happen. Now, of course, it does depend on how the rest of the season goes when it comes to that as well, because, I mean, if losses mount, the hot seat's going to get warmer for Mike. And so I, have no doubt that, if we fired Vrabel, he would get another job. We wouldn't have to pay him. But if you got a chance to get something for Vrabel, you got to at least look into it. And this is what I would do. If it was me, if the Patriots want Vrabel that badly, I would want the farm. Maybe not everything for Sean Payton, because, I mean, Sean Payton, the Broncos, the Saints got quite a bit from the Broncos in regards to Sean Payton. Trade to the Broncos, and let me see what that was. And it probably don't want to be John Gruden, but I would say I would definitely want 2 first-round picks. So I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to confirm what was sent over for Sean Payton, but I believe it is the Saints get a first rounder next year. And yeah. So the Broncos get Sean Payton and a 2024 third round pick, but the Broncos get the Saints get the Broncos got their first round pick this year. Got their first round pick this year and a 2024 second round pick. So they got a 1 this past year, and they got a 1 this past year and a second next year, but they sent a third to Denver. I would go a little bit more than that. Of course, I see one of my frat brothers on TV, talking. He's a big wig here, but I would want more than that. Give me 2 first. If the Patriots want Mike Vrabel that badly, and a lot of people think Mike Vrabel is such a great coach, I would want 2 1s. I want 2 1s and maybe a 2. 2 1s and a 2, or 2 1s and a 3. Or you're going to give me a 1 this year, a couple of 2s. I mean, I would try to get multiple first round picks if I could. Multiple first round picks. Maybe see if I can get a second or a third as well. I would try to milk them for everything they got if they could. But the fact is, if a first round pick in next year's draft is not on the table, there is no conversation. So that's what I would do. And then I would go after like a Bieniemy or a Ben Johnson or a Bobby Slowick. Maybe a Brian Schottenheimer wouldn't be a bad idea, but I would say Bieniemy, Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick are a couple of my top candidates that I would go after as far as head coaches. So, and Levis could very well save his job. That much is true. So, but I mean, that could also make him even more profitable, make him more marketable, and it may not be just the Patriots that might want to trade for him. Maybe a team like the Chargers might want to go after him. Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator from the Chargers, would be another. Um, some people said bottom tier collector, maybe bring Arthur Smith in as coach. I mean, I don't know if you get Arthur Smith back. Trade 3 first-round picks in a heartbeat. I don't know if you're getting 3, but if you get 2, if you get 2 first-round picks in 24 and 25, there's no way you could say no. Jagger says, come get him Pats. To give Vrabel Pats would have to give up multiple first and second round. The Pats are awful and need picks to contend with Miami, Buffalo, and the Jets. I agree. And if they're willing to offer that, if they give us 2 1s and 2 2s, there is no way on God's green earth I'm turning that down. There is no way I'm turning that down. I don't know if they'll do it, but again, we'll wait to see how all of that go. But again, it's just some rumors right now. But I mean, of course, you had the whole Hall of Fame thing that happened. It was very interesting that he was sitting in the owner's box for the whole game with Robert Kraft and not just down on the field enjoying the game. So maybe something to think about when it comes to that. So I mean, it could be very interesting to see how that goes. Some roster updates. Really didn't get many updates as far as everything, of course. Traylon Burks is still in concussion protocol. Is in concussion protocol, so he could definitely be looks like he's probably going to miss this game. He's probably going to miss this game. He's probably going to miss. Traylon Burks is probably going to miss. Chris Hubbard looks like he's going to practice and may have a chance to return at right tackle. He could probably pass concussion protocol. Sean Murphy-Bunting with the thumb looks like he might be doubtful for this game. Roger McCreary, signs point that he's going to play as well. NPF is the big story. Looks like he's going to have surgery on the shoulder and is probably going to be out for the rest of the season. So those are some of the news. And Daniel Brunskill, the right guard, looks like he is banged up heavily, but word is he's going to probably try to play through that still. But it looks like Sean Murphy-Bunting didn't practice today. Looks like he may not be available for this Bucs game. Traylon Burks, again, is in concussion protocol, but doesn't. But Vrabel may be thinking that he's probably not going to play. Hubbard looks like he hasn't passed concussion protocol yet, but he did return to practice today, which is a good sign. McCreary looks like he's good to go. Brunskill likely to play, even though he is very much banged up. So that's some of the news we have as far as the roster is concerned. Right, and that's something that I worry about. If Burks goes to another team, it's like he'll find a way to stay healthy all of a sudden. I mean, it's like A.J. Brown. I mean, A.J., hadn't heard nothing about him getting hurt. Hadn't heard about a lot of other former Titan players getting hurt. Or anything like that. Big Dog says Murphy-Bunting might not play. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. It doesn't look like he's gonna be playing. JS says I think Burks is going to IR. Not very sure. Ms. Bim says is Willis still the backup? Well, for right now, when Ryan Tannehill is back healthy, he will be the backup, and Willis will be number 3. And honestly, I think Willis has gotten a very, very short end of the stick of this whole thing. I mean, the fact of the matter is that they've never set Malik Willis up to succeed. They have set him up to fail multiple times. And then sending him out there against Atlanta to get booed by everybody, that was Vrabel's fault. He set that young man up to fail. And that was something that I just didn't appreciate. So that's what I see. Aiden says, I don't see Amy moving on from Vrabel, and Amy just gave Vrabel more power over the personnel. Again, let me ask you this, Aiden. If the Patriots come to you, Robert Kraft comes to you and says, I want Mike Vrabel as my next head coach. I'm willing to give you 2 first-round picks, 24 and 25, 2 second-round picks, 24 and 25. So that means you would have 2 first-rounders this year, 2 second-rounders this year, 2 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders next year. You mean to tell me you don't think Amy will take that? I would think something is seriously wrong with Amy Adams Strong if she didn't take that deal. I understand. People are afraid of the unknown. Oh, God, who are we going to get that could be better than Vrabel? Again, Vrabel ain't exactly that great of a coach right now anyway. So, I mean, simply put, that's an offer I couldn't refuse. A-Name says, the only choice, tell me you wouldn't pay to see everyone's reaction if Vrabel said Willis was going to start. Because I know that's not going to happen. They've pretty much given up on Malik Willis, which, I mean, I don't like that. Jackie says, good players don't want to play in Tennessee. The culture has got to change. Winning cures everything. And the way this kid is, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, I think wants to play with this kid. Other guys, if they see Will Levis looking good as a quarterback, and they're thinking, hey, I might want to go play with that guy. That guy's going to try to get me the ball. And it will start or when healthy. Nah, that ain't going to happen. Charlie B38 says, facts, I totally agree with you on this. Let's see. Type 5, put down that comment that you meant about the globe again. And I will definitely do that. But again, that's just a report. Belichick for Vrabel, I wouldn't want him. I think he will retire. JS75 looks like Dylan Radis is starting at left tackle. I hope that is the case. Said it was a joke. Yeah, that would be a good point. That would be an excellent point. So I think that if that offer was put on the table, I would be very good with that. Do it. I really kind of like that Raiders play well. I agree. I think Dylan Raiders played very well in that game. So if he is starting to left tackle, anybody other than Dylan Raiders, NPF wasn't that much better. I think at least Dylan Raiders will hold up, in my honest opinion. So let's quickly go through who is your two-tone blue star of the week in the victory against in the loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, you could definitely look at Will Levis. I think Derrick Henry had a pretty nice game, even though he didn't get over 100 yards. He did have the touchdown. Kyle Phillips started to show up a little bit, so I definitely did like that. Azeez Al-Shire didn't have too bad of a game either. And he did not practice today, but I don't know where he would not play. But I think, honestly enough, the two-tone blue star of the week, I think, is pretty obvious. And judging by everybody feeling pretty good about him, I'm going with Will Levis. I think Will Levis is the two-tone blue star of the week. And let's see, Ty Fossil K said, it didn't list dates, and Belichick hasn't announced a retirement as of yet. They might have been hinting at wanting Vrabel in the next 2 to 3 years. And here's another thing with that. there was something that came out. Um, there was something that came out as far as right now. Of course, the Patriots are in Germany. Are in Germany, getting ready for their game. And there's a rumor out. Um, there is a rumor out, and this was and this is of course on SI.com. And there's a report in a Boston Globe, um, and that is also in the Boston Globe, that says owner Robert Kraft has said he could really consider firing Bill Belichick if the Patriots lose in Germany to the Colts on Sunday. So it says it is indeed a reality, at least according to the reporting. Latest story speculates that if the Patriots lose to the Indianapolis Colts in Frankfurt, owner Robert Kraft might do the once unthinkable and fire Bill Belichick before the team's bye. So that's another thing to think about too. And if that does happen, if the Patriots lose to the Colts and he actually does let Bill Belichick go, and then, that gives Gerard Mayo, probably Gerard Mayo is the guy that will probably get the opportunity. And I mean, it will basically be a trial for him. And that would only amp up the Vrabel to Patriots talk even more if that is the case. So again, just speculation. It's just a report that came out on the Boston Globe. We don't know if that's actually going to happen, but right now the Patriots are 2-7. They are not looking good right now. So they're not looking good at all at this point. Again, go take a look at SI.com. Put in Patriots could fire Bill Belichick. I just read it off of SI.com. Off of SI.com. And it was posted yesterday. So if the Colts win this game, that is definitely going to just go out of control. So yes, these are rumors, but that's exactly what they are at the moment. But that doesn't mean there could be a little fire. It might be a little smoke right now, but it could start to become a fire. That much is a fact. And that's what we'll talk about. But I think the two-tone blue star of the week definitely is Will Levis. Who do we all think is the dunce of the day? And I know a lot of you are talking about the whole Vrabel to Patriots, and that's true. CW said they're going to hire Jim Harbaugh. That's if Michigan lets go. Lou Man says 3-5 versus 3-5. Well, the Patriots are 2-7 right now. And CW said these rumors are, and most of them are just BS and gossip. I hear old GM Floyd laugh at these type of rumors. I mean, here's the thing about it. Yes, these could very well be rumors. But how do you not know that might be true, that's not true? I mean, it's the Boston Globe. Pretty reputable newspaper. So there might, and I say might, be a little truth to that. We don't know. We just don't know. Dunce of the day, I would have to say, is Tim Kelly and the coaching staff. Calling that ridiculous 3rd and 4 run instead of giving them a little easy pass to get the 4 yards to get the first down. Titans versus Buccaneers, 3-5 versus 3-5. Now that's true. That's definitely true. And Dunce of the day, whoever keeps putting Dillard out there, that will probably be Vrabel. Vrabel is mainly the one that keeps putting them out there. So Dillard, definitely. But I also would say Tim Kelly because I think he messed up a chance to win instead of 3rd and 4, you go with a run instead of just getting a quick, easy pass that gets you the first down, keeps the drive going, and you have a better shot of scoring points. You're down 20-16. You could be down 20-19, and then maybe that last drive, all you got to do is kick a field goal to win. SCW said it could be an option. Gerard Mayo. Yeah, Gerard Mayo definitely is an option. I'm not saying he's not. And Faye said Vrabel told Tim Kelly to do that play. Well, then I put it more on Vrabel then if that is the case. So there is a lot of issues as far as in the red zone and some late play calling where that is a problem. But I definitely think coaching deserves a dunce of the day. Tim Kelly messed up at the end. That much is true. But let's quickly go into stock up, stock down on here. And I'm going to go with my stock ups. Will Levis's stock continues to raise. He is the starting quarterback now. Definitely am very happy with that. Dylan Radens, his stock is definitely up. I hope and pray that Dylan Radens starts at left tackle. If Brunskill can go, then I would love to see Dylan Radens at left tackle at his natural position. Because think about it. If Dylan Radens plays well at left tackle and plays really well, then you may not need to draft a left tackle in the first round. You could basically go anywhere you want. Now, again, I would probably see, hey, Radens maybe plays right tackle, and then you get that premium left tackle in the draft. And hey, you got your left and your right tackle. Skoronski's at guard. You could probably get a center. So I could definitely see that. And so I am definitely high on Dylan Radens. Kyle Phillips looks like he's finally started to show up a little bit. Definitely made some key catches in the game against Pittsburgh. And Ryan Stonehouse was definitely a weapon, an absolute weapon. So I am definitely there when it comes to Stonehouse. Bottom tier says Stonehouse's stock is always up. I agree. Bottom tier says Levis is exposed to the play caller. Not sure if Tim Kelly or Vrabel is to blame for the periodic head scratches. I mean, that's a good question. Ms. Viv says Harbaugh ain't going nowhere. Here's the thing about that. I mean, again, you got those accusations out against Michigan. So we will definitely see. We need 355-pound guys on our O-line. We do need some big O-linemen. Lou Man says stock up. Chig, not sure if I'm there yet. C-Dub says Raiders really held up nice against TJ Watt, which is very, very tough. So if he can do it against him, he can do it against anybody. I agree, because TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith ate lunch early. I mean, TJ Watt was whooping NPF like a drum. He was beating NPF like a drum. And it wasn't even funny. TJ Watt was just destroying NPF. Then when Dylan Radens came in, you didn't hear much from TJ Watt the rest of the night. I'm like, if you're not going to read a comment, leave it on the screen long enough so that we can understand what you're replying. Dude, I am so sorry. I'm not leaving them up there long enough. I'm trying to get to everybody. So everybody take a chill pill for a second. Everybody take a chill pill for a second. I love y'all. My show, my way. That's just how it goes. I will do my best to get to everybody's comment. I'm not trying to go off. I'm just saying, Type 5, you know I got love for you. But I do try. But I try to keep the flowing going. That's all I'm trying to do. But yes, was getting bullied like a child. He was. And then on the other side, Dill Pickler was being Dill Picklered. He was getting destroyed. That much is a fact. Who man says, I knew you got triggered earlier. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm like, hey, I try to be respectful to everybody, but please don't come for me. Don't do that. But let's quickly go into stock down. And again, my stock is down on Mike Vrabel, even though he made the right decision to start Will Levis. I just hope he doesn't negate that by starting Andre Dillard at left tackle, because if he does, that would really suck. Tim Kelly stock is definitely down. Didn't like the way he, play called that second half. Traylon Burks, I'm starting to give up on him. I really am. I'm starting to give up on Traylon Burks. I like Traylon Burks, but I'm starting to lean towards he's being a bust. And Time Fox, apology accepted. I apologize too. But I think Ms. Mims was talking about Jim Harbaugh. Was talking about Jim Harbaugh, and you with Coach Harbaugh, go big blue, go blue and everything. But the thing about it is, the reason why I didn't keep it up very long is I don't know if he's leaving Michigan. And it will really depend on the allegations and everything that's out with Michigan, what happens with that. So I apologize, Ms. Mims. I apologize to everybody on that part. That was my bad. NPF, he's not very good. Definitely got to stop the run. That's why I got defensive line listed as well, because they have got to find a way to stop the run. Blue Man says stock down Kyle Phillips. Kyle Phillips played well in this game, so I don't know how the stock is down. I think the stock is continuing to grow. Levis screen to Henry. Oh, that was a lucky screen right there, because it almost didn't happen. It almost didn't happen. Oh, right there. Henry had to kind of corral it in. It was so sweet to see that we're looking so bad and so good that it didn't go all the way. I agree. Yeah, NPF was not ready for TJ Watt. I definitely agree with that. Time Fox says Tim Kelly has brought new life to the offense, but third down and red zone calls are like he's playing scared. And I could definitely see that. I mean, it does seem like they're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And Andre Dillard ain't on there because, I think we all can agree, as MHVR says, Dillard's stock is in the toilet. It's gone. There is no stock for him. ESGP says, are you concerned about get you with the microphone? But besides DeAndre Hopkins, I am a bit concerned. Some other people have got to step up. I'm kind of getting tired of seeing Burks on the injury report. Kyle Phillips has to do a little bit more. NWI is NWI. And I haven't really seen a lot of Chris Moore recently either. So that's different. Wiley's stock is all the way up. Wiley really didn't do much of the game against Pittsburgh. Had a catch, but had a chance at a game winner, but couldn't get it over Kwan Alexander. The coaching staff of the Titans need to be fixed. Yeah, won't disagree with that one. Says, which Titans newcomer has impressed you so far this year besides Spears? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a very, very good question. Besides Spears, right now I would have to start with Will Levis. I think Will Levis has been very impressive. I think even though many people may not see it, I would say Sean Murphy Bunting has actually been pretty decent. Um, I would say those are the two newcomers that I think I would say are the most impressive in my honest opinion. But that's kind of what I would go with. Definitely make sure everybody puts in a like on the channel. Definitely make sure y'all like TNT tonight still going on. Definitely do appreciate everybody being a part of the show and everything. Definitely like everybody's involvement. And if you're new to the channel, definitely make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel and definitely hit me up there. But we're finna get ready to talk about this Bucs game right quick before we do get out. AZ Mix says Martavius Bryant tried out for the team. I heard. No, he went down to Dallas, worked out for Dallas. He got signed to their practice squad. The rumor was gonna be that if he did not, if he left without a contract with the Cowboys, he was gonna come here and try out for the Titans, but the Cowboys signed him. And D-Hop. You know what? I did forget D-Hop, definitely a newcomer. Definitely impressed with him. So I can't forget D-Hop. So yeah, I should have forgotten that. So I definitely apologize. Thank you for calling me out on that. Now and bottom tier is correct. He didn't say rookie. He just said newcomer. So yeah, absolutely. Uh, some people thinking that Burks is like Corey Davis. Corey Davis stayed on the field a little bit more. I definitely agree. Um, let's see. Mim says they 11 straight losing to them. This is my last time watching that game. Still upset about that one. Uh, I don't think it's 11 straight that they lost. I believe we lost 5 straight to the Steelers, but we have lost 12 of our last 15 overall since the Packers game. So hopefully Kearis Jackson come back. He still hasn't been brought off of IR, which means he is still seriously hurt. Let's see. She said, not Titans related. Prayers up to Matt Ulrich. He passed away at the age of 41. Definitely prayers and condolences do go out in that regard to the Colts organization, and everything. So definitely prayers up. Agent said I meant rookie newcomer. I would have said Will Levis. That much is true on that one. But yeah, did specify, so I kind of put everybody. J75 says, "Oh man, who's gonna cover Mike Evans?" And let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as we are set to take them on Sunday at noon in Tampa. I can't be there with my family to see this game. I was definitely gonna try to go, but unfortunately unable to get off in time to go. But the Buccaneers are like this. You got Baker Mayfield, who is actually turning in a pretty decent season. 1,865 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, almost 65% completion percentage. Levante David having a nice year, 78 tackles, 2 sacks on the year. Offensively, Tampa Bay 22nd in scoring offense at 18.5 points a game. They're 21st in total yards offensively. They're 30th in running the ball and 15th in passing the ball on offense. Defensively, they're 16th in scoring defense, just giving up around right at under 21 points a game. They're 29th. They're the 29th best defense, so they're really the 4th worst defense in the league. They are next to last against the pass, but they are ninth against the run. And they're 3-5 coming off of a very, very tough loss to the Houston Texans, 39-37, where Stroud just threw all over them for 470 yards and 5 touchdowns. So, and Ms. Mims, that's right. They're wearing all Navy for this game. They're wearing all Navy for this game. That is the Jim Wyatt Britches report on that. Let's see. Yeah, Christian Fulton has actually played better the last couple of games. I definitely do agree with that. Best rookie, obviously, is Will Levis. Hope Skoronski, and I sure as hell forgot about Skoronski. Skoronski has played very well. Bottom 10 says, I feel like Levis is about to ruin Tampa. I could definitely see that. D09 says, I might be at the Bucs game. And Lou Man says, Kyle Trask might play. How is that so? I mean, Baker Mayfield seemed fine. CW says, key to the game. Vita Vea, 350 pounds versus Brewer and the middle of that Titans offensive line. That is correct, because Vita Vea is a handful. A definite handful. I mean, that's going to be definitely something. They're good against the run, like us, because both secondaries are trash. I mean, our run defense hasn't been very good, but we're definitely going to have to find out how they can definitely get a victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number one, my Blue Enforcer 4 points to victory. Number one, put Mayo in the air. He's got to let it rip. And I think this could be another big game for DeAndre Hopkins. I think Hopkins is going to get his third 100-yard game of the season. I think D-Hop is going to get his third 100-yard game of the season, and I think he's going to sneak in for a TD. I really do think so. I think this could be another game for D-Hop, and I could see Josh Wiley definitely being effective in this game as well. I think Mayo should air it out. I don't think, they're going to probably play that Tampa 2 defense, and that could definitely open up a lot of things over the middle. Number 2, protect Levis, please. Protect Levis, please. And J75 says, who we got after the Bucs? Yeah, Jags, then Panthers. Volunteer says, hope Chick breaks out. We need more weapons. I agree. We're not going to be home for a while until that Panthers game, which I might try to go. It's either that one or the Colts game. I'm going to go to one of the two. I think I'm definitely going to do that. The Bucs could definitely come out angry because they should be embarrassed giving up 5 TDs to a rookie on the road, and they're going to be fired up. I definitely agree. So protect Levis. Vita Vea, you got Shaq Barrett, who is going to be a load. He could definitely be a problem. So Shaq Barrett could be a problem. They're going to have to make sure to contain that. Number 3. I know I had a third one somewhere. Here's number 3. I didn't say just touch the quarterback. I mean, I didn't just say sack the quarterback. Touch the quarterback at least. At least put some hits on him. At least touch Baker Mayfield. And put him down on the ground. At least affect him somehow in this game. You got to at least touch the quarterback. and get some sacks on the ground. This defensive line has been extremely disappointing for most of the year. They need to get some sacks on the quarterback. Big Jeff can't do it alone. Harold Landry, Arden Key, do something. Danico, do something. They already cut Daquan Jones earlier this week. So, defensive line got to do something. And last but not least, number 4, don't let them get loose. And that means wrapping up. You got to tackle, play your lanes, be disciplined. Rashard White is pretty fast. You got to wrap him up. Mike Evans, most likely Christian Fulton's going to be on him. They're probably going to put Roger McCreary on Chris Godwin, which I think might be a good idea. Eric Guerra could get eaten up over the middle, which could be a problem. Definitely got to see about that. But this is going to be a challenge. This is definitely going to be a challenge. K. Odden at tight end is pretty decent. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to be able to cover all these guys. So, of course, Adrian has an extra one. Utilize Derrick Henry. Find better ways to get him involved. More than obvious first or second down runs. Mr. Jones says, is Tart back? Tart is playing. Ty Foster. Y'all know what I meant when I said that. Y'all know what I meant when I said that. And CW says, Bowles, yep. He definitely loves to blitz. So if you could pick up the blitz and everything, Levis could have an advantage. Mr. Jones said Levis gets hurt first hit he takes. He is fragile. I disagree with that one. Levis is pretty tough. I mean, he took 4 sacks against the Steelers, took a onslaught, and came up just fine. So I don't know where you're getting that from. Let's see. Blue Man says his 4. Manage Will, Key Lock, which I guess means Arden Key got to get somewhere. Hooker's Crew, Stonehouse Church. I don't know what you're saying about that. Defense definitely needs to blitz more. I mean, they're going to have to bring some pressure. Because obviously getting home with 4 is not happening. Jared Harris, welcome to the show. He said, doesn't need to be tough, just need to be smart and fearless in the pocket like he's been. I definitely agree. JS75 says Landry has been a ghost lately. Hopefully he gets at least 2 or 3 sacks. Yeah, he has been a ghost. But I'm with Jared. It's like, yeah, be smart with the football. Be smart, get it out quickly, and avoid those hits. So I definitely do agree with that. So right now, there's a lot this team could do. Feed the king and everybody eats. We definitely need that. But here's my prediction for this game. And I've probably been wrong more than most. I did get the last one right. I picked them to lose, but I'm going with the Titans to win this game. I think 27-23. I think the Titans' magic number has been 27. If we can get to 27, I think we win the game. And I think Will Levis offensively is going to have a heck of a performance. I think it's going to be good. So I think the Titans do get this win and get to 4-5 and maybe able to salvage the season. So So we're definitely going to find out. And everything. So, definitely don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but if we can beat the Jags and get to 5-5, that'll be good, but we got to win this one first. CW says 31-17 Titans. Jared says we need to get this road donut off our back. Lou Man says 29-27 us over them. My eyes will be open on that one. I don't know what my picks are. At the end of the day, y'all, that's what I would say. Watch with an open mind because it could go either way. Let's not get too high if they win, but don't get too low if they lose. As long as we see Will Levis take that next step and keep continuing to progress and see if the defense can actually produce and help this offense, that's something that's going to be key right there. Tyva says, I don't know what you mean by donut, but this road curse is killing us this season. Wondering if it has anything to do with the new turf at home. No, but I think what they're saying is we're over on the road. We need to win. CW says, I think Baker's going to have a couple of bad turnovers. I hope so. Adrian comes in and says, opinion on Moore. Is he any good? I think he's like NWY. He's decent, nothing special. So that's what I'm saying. He's okay. He's not anything special right now. So that's what I kind of feel on that. But before we do get ready to call it a day, something I definitely wanted to show y'all that just has me just super happy that happened today. Was at work on my job, and look who I happened to run into. I happened to have from Hustle and Flow, from Pride, from The Best Man, from Iron Man, from Red Tails. I give to you Terrence Howard. He actually came to our station. He came to our station this morning. Was promoting the new movie that the premiere is out tonight. Happening tonight in about 15 minutes downtown. Premiered his new movie Showdown at the Grand that he helped put together. And I actually got to meet him. I actually got to kind of talk to him for a minute, take a picture with him, and I mean, a absolutely incredible brother. I mean, like you said, hard out here for a pimp. If y'all saw my post on Facebook, but yeah, I got to actually, take a picture, shake it up with my frat brother Terrence Howard. He is a Blue Phi brother. He is one of us. He is a Phi Beta Sigma member. So it was definitely good to chop it up with him. Definitely, we talked for a second. We're just glad to meet him and everything. And I mean, a absolutely super cool brother. I mean, without a doubt. Typha says, you lucky son of a. And then here comes Mr. Jones talking about is that Photoshopped. Yes. Yes, it's Photoshop. That is not really us. Of course it's us. Of course it's us. But that is a green screen that we have in one of our studios at the station for when we do traffic, for when we do our traffic reports. That's just the green screen that we have right there for that. So yes. He definitely is. He has a love for Memphis. I believe he's going to be at the Grizzly game on Friday. I'm thinking so. He's going to be in town for a few days, promoting this movie. If it gets out nationwide, you should definitely check it out. Showdown at the Grand is the name of the movie. So I mean, again, this was definitely great to see. Miss Mim said I saw that on Facebook and was shocked when I saw the picture. My jaw dropped. Yeah. Get Rich or Die Trying. That is another movie he was in. Okay. So that was definitely true. Is he a Titans fan? Now that I don't know. I didn't really get to ask that. I didn't really get much time to speak with him because I was still in the process of working at the same time. So I had to work. Everybody gotta have a dream. Yeah, that much is true. So I definitely shout out to brother Terrence Howard. It was definitely an honor to meet him. I know everybody got a chance to take pictures with him, and everybody was kind of starstruck. I'm like, come on, it's Terrence Howard. How can you not be starstruck a little bit? So that was definitely really, really, really cool to experience with that. So that's gonna just about do it for the show, everybody. We're gonna get ready for Sunday. Titans Bucs. I'm gonna try my best to kind of get my Truth League report and down to the T back off the ground because I know I kind of got backed up with some stuff personally and haven't been able to really focus on those as much because I know I've had a lot of work to do and a lot of things going on. But definitely um looking forward to this game, trying to see what the Tennessee Titans are gonna do. But everybody, I hope everybody has a very good night, a very good Wednesday. Let's get ready for this game Sunday. Let's hope the Titans get out and take a victory. And at the end of the day, we thank all of y'all and we tighten up because that's all we know how to do. Good night, y'all.